Welcome to Korean Viz. Today we have with us the director of the upcoming film, Yangshen. Hello, Mr. Kuzmin.
We didn't really challenge forms of real Korean media products. Instead, we followed the rules of getting a typical Korean film. Yangshen is a Korean film production, and therefore that itself is a challenge because we had to look at a number of Korean film productions and be able to try and replicate the same style. We wanted to bring simply just a horror element and include no other subgenres. Korean films generally consist of a female ghost and a witch, and even the protagonists within Korean films are usually female. Therefore, keeping that in mind, we decided to have a female spirit.
What makes Yangshen a Korean film?
Yangshen is a typical Korean horror film, firstly due to the fact that it consists of a female spirit, which most Korean films consist of. Our film does not contain too much blood and gore, as Korean films do not tend to focus too much on the explicit blood and guts aspect of horror. Korean films tend to focus on the anguish and suffering of the character. A very good example of this is from a film called Ghost of Chosun, which is a typical Korean horror, showing the oppression of a woman who has become a spirit and is out for revenge. Hence, why we also try to show that the female spirit has suffered a lot and she has been trapped for many, many years and has now been awoken and is going to cause anguish and suffering.
What makes Yangshen different?
Yangshen was filmed during the day. This therefore challenges the conventions of horror films, as most Korean films are filmed during the night. Ghosts and witches usually come out in the dark, not during broad daylight. However, in Yangshen, our character came out during the day, and you can see this in the trailer. The costume of our female ghost also stands out. Usually we see ghosts and spirits wearing white costumes to show purity. However, our antagonist wore a black costume, as black is what connotates evil, vengeance, death, and mystery. The soundtrack that we used is also very different in comparison to the typical Korean films. We used The Ring, Samara's Lullaby. I thought that having a lullaby might be extremely effective because a horror theme with a lullaby is quite odd and they make a very, very good combination. This therefore makes the atmosphere more creepy.
And what films would you say inspired you to make Yangshen?
We looked at a Korean film called Moi, The Legend of a Portrait. However, we also looked at a production called The Woman in Black, as both these films tend to have a female ghost living in a haunted house. Our main inspiration came from The Woman in Black, as it has a female ghost that has been trapped in the house and is now causing pain and anguish around the town. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Kuzmin, and good luck for Yangshen. I'm sure it's going to be a super hit blockbuster.